The Global Slavery Index is an annual ranking of slavery conditions by countries worldwide published by the Walk Free Foundation. In 2013, the first Global Slavery Index included information about the prevalence, vulnerability and country-level national responses. In 2013, the index itself is calculated based on a combined measure of three factors: estimated prevalence of modern slavery by population, a measure of child marriage, a measure of human trafficking in and out of each country. In 2014, the methodology was substantially updated. The 2014 Global Slavery Index includes 3 data points for each country: national estimates of the prevalence of modern slavery, vulnerability measures, and an assessment of the strength of government responses. The index pioneered the use of random sampled, nationally representative surveys to estimate prevalence. This included commissioning 7 such surveys in 2014 and a further 19 surveys through Gallup World Poll in 2015. The 2014 index includes country studies with policy recommendations for many countries, including Australia, Pakistan, India, Brazil, the United Kingdom, the United States, Qatar, and others. Calculation. The 2014 Global Slavery Index includes data on 3 key variables: the prevalence of modern slavery in each country, vulnerability, and government responses to modern slavery. The methodology is written up in detail in a methodology paper. The first of these factors, the prevalence estimates, were derived using a statistical process known as extrapolation. In 2015, Judo Larson, Bales and Dutta published an article that describes the extrapolation process and provides a test of it. Writing in Significance, the magazine of the UK Royal Statistics Society, Judo Larson et al. Note that the estimates in the 2014 Global Slavery Index involved several steps. Clustering countries were grouped into 7 clusters based on the degree of similarity for factors relevant to vulnerability of enslavement. The data on vulnerability included variables on 5 dimensions: state stability, social discrimination, presence or absence of human rights protections, economic and social development, and presence of governmental slavery policy. The groups were chosen by a k-means clustering algorithm. Extrapolation. Survey data on the prevalence of slavery that was available for each cluster was then used to estimate the prevalence for other countries within the same cluster. A slightly different method was followed for Cluster 1, which involved mostly European and highly developed countries. This is discussed further below and in the article by Bales and Dutta. National-level adjustments were done by hand on a country-by-country basis, reflecting considerations such as geography. This resulted in a prevalence estimate for each country, calculated as a proportion of the total population that was enslaved within that country. For all 167 countries, this produced a total global estimate in 2014 of 35.8 million enslaved people. Writing in 2015, Larson et al. Note that newer 2015 survey estimates now allow a comparative test of some of the 2014 extrapolated estimates. This is important for checking the validity of the earlier results and the continued application and use of this methodology. The comparisons suggest that extrapolation, while not perfect, is a useful and valid method. All but one of the extrapolated estimates of the prevalence of slavery fell within 1 percentage point of the estimates derived from random sample surveys. In their article, Slavery in Europe, Part 1, Estimating the Dark Figure, Monty Dutta and Kevin Bales demonstrate the statistical techniques applied to the estimation of the dark figure of the prevalence of modern slavery across Europe. These same techniques are applied to a dataset that includes random survey sampling, secondary source estimates, a process of extrapolation, and a country-level adjustment to determine the prevalence of people in modern slavery around the world in the Global Slavery Index. Controversy. According to researchers Andrew Guth, Robin Anderson, Casey Kinnard and Hang Tran, an analysis of the index's methods reveals significant and critical weaknesses and raises questions about its replicability and validity. They claim that the publicity given to the index is leading to the use of its poor data not only by popular culture and reputable magazines and news outlets but also by academic journals and top policy makers. Some countries, for which no data were available, were given the same rate as countries that were judged to be similar. For example, prevalence rates for Britain were applied to Ireland and Iceland, and those for America to several Western European nations, including Germany. This form of extrapolation has attracted some criticism. Global Slavery Index 2014. Global Slavery Index 2013. The following is a ranking of the top 30 countries, territories in order of the lowest prevalence of modern slavery. The full rankings can be found in the Walk Free Foundation's website. 1. Iceland, Ireland, United Kingdom. 4. New Zealand. 5. Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Greece, Luxembourg, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland. 14. Cuba. 15. Portugal, Spain. 17. Costa Rica. 18. Panama. 19. Canada. 20. Mauritius. 22. Singapore. 23. Hong Kong. 24. France, Netherlands. 25. Australia. 26. South Korea. 27. Germany. 28. Barbados. 29. United States. 30. Trinidad and Tobago. 31. Italy. 32. Latvia. 33. Japan.